But what happened last night?
Well, I'll tell you what, man, a lot happened and a lot was going on with that offense of the Patriots. The Seattle Seahawks defense just basically took them apart. And there are a number of reasons why. If you have a vulnerability at left tackle, it's going to be a long, long night against a guy like DeMarcus Lawrence. If you have a quarterback that seems to be locked up mentally, which I thought Drake was, I didn't think he played with any rhythm whatsoever. I guess he took a shot in the shoulder, which could have led to some of the inaccurate throws early on in the game. And, the Seahawks turned out to be the better team. And really the key, anytime you play in any of these games, is don't turn the ball over. And Sam Darnold, who has been a turnover machine this year, all got away with a couple early throws that almost were pick. And had those balls maybe been picked, maybe the game would have been different. But I just thought it was a tremendous performance by Kenneth Walker, a tremendous performance by the Seattle defense, and really Josh McDaniels had no answer for Mike McDonald's defensive intensity, pressure, and blitz packages. They just could not pick them up.
I'm glad you brought up Drake looking different than we've seen in the past, whether it was the shoulder getting shot up or what. I was just talking to Wiggy about the fact that he looked rattled, and that's something that Drake hasn't looked all season long. Even if he's having a bad game, he seems to be able to rebound nicely. Last night, he just wasn't able to do that. Do you think that the lights were too bright?
I don't think that's the situation. That could be part of it, but when Seattle started blitzing and they started getting home, and Drake Maye was not seeing the blitz and was not reacting to the blitz. I could think of 2 times Witherspoon came off the open side, the slot side, away from the tight end, and you could see the slot receiver, whoever it was, whether it be Steph Diggs or Booty or whoever was in that spot, was looking for the ball coming off the line of scrimmage, and the ball never came. So to me, either he's not prepared, they did something that they hadn't seen from them, or he just froze mentally. So there's 3 different combinations of things there. But I'm thinking that Josh McDaniels on the sideline would be talking to him and saying, look, this is what they're doing to us on third down. This is what they're doing to us to an open formation. And they just never had an answer for it. They never adjusted to it. And if you're the play caller and you're trying to calm your young quarterback down, and you have that vulnerability on the left side of your offensive line, and you're trying to do whatever you can to help Will Campbell. Now, by the way, I'm not here to kill Will Campbell because, he came back from an MCL injury. And that's like one of the hardest things to do if you are a left tackle going against some of these defensive linemen. So this was the gauntlet of defenses that the Patriots had to go through to validate their weak or strength of schedule discussion going into the Super Bowl. And for the most part, they answered the question. But remember, going into this game, they had only averaged 18 points per game in the playoffs. And I think last night, this defense was just way too much for them to handle.